Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius June 11, 2022. Today's moon encourages your lighter, more spontaneous side. This transit is not only about escaping the ordinary, but it's about expanding your experiences or your mind. A Moon-Mars opposition early today can find you getting worked up with a tense environment, so aim to focus and center yourself as much as possible. Happily, this comes more readily as the day advances. There can be a notable conversation, discovery, or reveal that opens up new opportunities. You're also in good shape for enjoying home, family, and routine. It may be a time of improved living or working conditions. Some self-nurturing and pampering can benefit you now. Admit it. You're crushing, and with the moon glimmering through Libra, you're equally as attractive as you are adventurous. Your challenge, however, could potentially stem from the moon's opposition to hot-headed Mars and the wounded healer, Chiron, as it could create friction between what you know firsthand and the opportunity to explore your options. Others of you could be feeling torn between staying committed to a lover at a distance and submitting to your primitive instincts and desires. Pay attention to what topics you give life to at work today. Since the moon in Libra is opposing both Mars and Chiron in Aries, you could either be an instigator or a mediator in your workplace dialogue. It can be tempting to add fuel to a conversational fire, especially if you feel strongly about your opinion and the topic. But it is likely a better move to take on the role of a devil's advocate to maintain some professional peace in the workplace. Choose your battles wisely during these oppositions. One or more phone calls could come today from people you know well, probably women. They're more likely to have some ideas they want to kick around with you than to have news or gossip, but you'll enjoy the conversation all the same. You might end up paying a visit in your near neighborhood to someone who shares some of your interests. Whatever you discuss today, it's likely to have a profound effect on you. Retain this new awareness. Do you feel like embracing the whole world? Then go ahead and do it. Start off with your friends and family. All those old arguments and problems are forgotten and forgiven, leaving you to concentrate on the important things in life. Share your excess of love and warmth with people who really mean a lot to you. Try to expand your social horizons somewhat today. You've got more going on than you realize. It's one thing to nod and say hi, but another to really connect with people. Full of anticipation, choices confronting you are confusing and you're not sure who you want to hug and hold close to your heart. If you feel that having to be polite and diplomatic causes you problems, there's nothing wrong with letting people know you wish to remain single and don't want a serious relationship. You have been holding on to a relationship from the past for a while now. The time has come to let it go. If you have unresolved issues with an old romantic partner, why not address them once and for all? Something is likely to occur today that makes you realize how stuck in the past you have been. The only way to move forward is to revisit those painful memories and clear them from your mind. Use your creativity and innovative thinking to your advantage. These innate talents of yours will enable you to break down walls and barriers that others, who came before you, were unable to conquer. You have much to offer any group that you are involved with today. Your concern and compassion come across as loyalty and dependability to many with which you will encounter throughout the day. Although your shoulders are big enough to comfort the world, remember not to take it to extremes. While the moon will not only leave an adventurous part of your chart today and return to your career sector where it will spend the weekend, these adventurous lunar vibes will be easy to hold on to. This is thanks to a friendly aspect to the sun, who moving into his final 10 days in a playful part of your chart will ensure life doesn't become all work and no play. However, it is over the weekend that a lot of things are due to fall into place across the income, work, and career fronts. As the sun moves into his final 10 days in your romantic sector and after their friendly aspect yesterday, the moon returns to an adventurous part of your chart. A friendly aspect to Saturn, in his early days in retrograde motion before leaving, will bring a mix of romance, adventure, and nostalgia together that is likely to linger over the weekend. Our eyes in the sky. Deliberate, leisurely Taurus is at work influencing some pretty weighty planetary bodies today, including the emotional North Node, communicative Mercury, money goddess Venus, revolutionary Uranus and strategic asteroid Pallas, so there's no real rush to do much of anything. This isn't a lazy day per se, but it's a time to slow down the pace and reflect with very careful consideration before making your next major move. The future is in focus now, and the bull's steady background energy is beneficial for each of these planetary bodies that are receiving its slow-paced vibes. Getting what we desire and deserve, aka the best things in life, whatever that means to you, is at the forefront, but there's absolutely no rush. Do you want a more satisfying love life? More money? Job security? Loyalty from the people you care most about? These things are attainable in the future, says today's persevering planetary focus, as long as you're willing to be patient. Finding your footing might be hard if you're struggling to fully embrace a new philosophy and belief. If you keep your mind open, you can dive into the spirited energy. This means that you could share confidential information and ruin this morning's positive vibe. Think before you express yourself to avoid unnecessary drama. And don't accidentally spill the beans about a situation you are seeing from the sidelines and know little about. That way, you can avoid accidentally stirring the pot and stay out of the drama. In the morning, the Libra moon opposes Mars in Aries, giving us a fighting spirit. We air grievances, assigning blame to those who have not been able to facilitate our desires or support us in the same way we have supported them. However, the Libra moon often finds us slipping into self-negation, where we willingly sacrifice too many of our personal needs. We cannot, in hindsight, be angry that our unsolicited sacrifices have gone unappreciated. Our partners or friends cannot read our minds. We are likely angry at ourselves now, and our aggressions are being levied inappropriately. Instead of becoming hostile, take responsibility for your desires, and make your needs clear while reframing criticisms as my problems instead of your problems. Afternoon, the moon opposes Chiron in Aries, continuing the day's sensitivities. While this aspect stimulates past pain points, it can also be one of self-forgiveness and forgiveness of others. We have a greater than usual capacity for relating to others' insecurities. This means that harsh words spoken earlier in the day can be reassessed, paving the way for a future apology. We'll come to realize that even though our interactions feel personal, not everything is about us.